We're here at OLENA Park, OLENO, in Florida, up near Lake City area. Just passing by and we saw this park, so we came in to check it out. They have a little swimming area. Let's cool off and get wet, and then looks like they have some nice trails here. It's a great campground, pavilion, lots of picnic spots. Well, darn, I had the video off when I thought I was recording and on when it was just hanging around, so no video of us actually swimming. Well, that was super refreshing. I think Ellen is still in the water. We packed up some supplies. There's 3 trails here. One's like 8.5 miles long, one's like 4.5, one's like 1.5. We're gonna take the 4.5. Has this cool bridge. Beautiful park. Well, of course, I think I'm recording, but I'm only taking pictures once again. But it's a beautiful park. Plenty of picnicking areas and pavilions. The bridge is really cool. There's trails on the other side, which we hiked. The river is just beautiful. And of course, I've got to get some pictures of Ellen on the bridge. So we headed out. It looks like they have places for group activities here as well. See, excellent fishing place, and you can tell there's fishing line hanging in the trees. Bobbers hung up out there. It's very peaceful and nice walking along the river here. And the river's not so big here. I wonder how close we are to the beginning. But the Santa Fe River gets pretty big when you go further down towards Fort White and other areas. It looks like there's a deeper section of river here again. The water's like very still here. And then it thins out again. Wow, it's just tons of duckweed further away out there. It's just loaded. The official trail is up there just right next to us, but we're on this little side trail here. So we're like right next to the river. It's a hot day, but in here there's a little breeze. The water's bringing up some cool air. Lots of trees and shade. It's a very nice walk in here. Boy, this duckweed section has continued for at least a quarter mile so far and shows no sign of stopping. Again, I'm taking pictures when I think I'm doing video, but we do come to a sign that explains that the Santa Fe River disappears and goes underground for a few miles right at this spot, and that's why all of this water has stopped. This duckweed is there. So this explains it. The river kind of ends here, but it doesn't end here. This is a big sink and it goes underground, and then the river emerges 3 miles away from here and continues on for 35 or 40 miles, something like that. Wow, so there's a big underground system here. Well, we got a family of turtles here just sitting on this log. I probably can't get it. Well, good enough, but yeah, that's cool. So we are here, and the river disappears through here, but there are a bunch of springs that pop up in here. Then the river continues along, and there's just spring after spring after spring after spring. And we've been up here in this Itchtucknee Spring, Devil's Eye, all that kind of stuff. We've been up in there. and then I guess it feeds into the Swanee River over there. The Santa Fe is 72 miles before it joins the Swanee River and then out to the Gulf of Mexico. Here's another underground collapse a little bit away from the river. Some roof cavern collapsed and allows the water to come up. Look at this guy. So the trail goes that way over this gorge, but looks like there's a workaround over here. This doesn't look connected to anything, but there's a couple of fish in here. Let me see swimming around if I don't fall in. Here's another sink, but it's pretty big. It's a good size pond. This is a big intersection of some trails. The Pranners Branch Trail is the 8+ mile loop, but we're going to continue here on the river trail. The trail widens out here and you can actually get vehicles in here. You can see evidence. There is a difference in here once you get away from the river. It's actually a little warmer. Hotter. A little bit warmer. We got 2 deer in here. They're just frozen, looking at us. One is... yeah, they're just looking at us. Yeah. The other one over there. Walk toward them and make them run. No, okay. This is the far end of that big sink. It actually has a name called Ogden Lake. Here's an area they did a clear burn. How about that?
Ecosystem. Sand hills and upland savanna-like habitat with an open overstory of longleaf pine and a few other.
You can get a guided tour from the rangers explaining what's going on here. Wow, a little bit of cloud cover just came over and there's a tiny breeze and it feels like a 5 or plus temperature degree drop. It's really nice. Okay, we found a tiny bench here next to the trail. We'll stop and have some lunch. A little bit different scenery. More pines closer together. Here's another large sink called Pranners Branch.
But look, only one place.
That's clear.
Clear. Oh, something jumped.
Something moved over there in the clear
I think
spot.
maybe it's spring over there.
It might, yeah, water's bubbling up from underneath, but it's not going anywhere, so
That clean only one place.
it can't be flowing too much because it would leave somewhere. We've kind of come out into an open area. It's a bit warm here, but different environment. It's nice out here. So here we are at a major crossroads trails going off that way, that way, that way. We came from over there, and this will take us back to the OLENO park, but you could walk out here for days and there's just a lot of trails and a couple of primitive campsites. Ellen has found some interesting plant with a seed pod. They made this culvert with a huge pipe and a bunch of crushed limestone and giant logs. So we're more than 2/3 of the way back to the beginning. But it's nice in here. It's peaceful, and it's cooled down a little bit. Still hot. Still hot, right?
Yeah. So hot.
But we are enjoying the nature. I know I took more video, but don't seem to have it. But it's a great park. Highly recommend it.